Welcome, people. It's Mr. Door back again with the first preview show of, you can say, pre-season or season. I hope everyone's fitting well and had a great day. We're back. We're back. Forest are back in action against on Saturday against what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you class as a rival team? We know they're back. This is why we've got a special guest. He's been on the show as we played him last time. The man himself, Tom. How you doing, Tom?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, last time I was on a non-league club, not anymore.
Non-league club. They were a big League Two side people. Before we get into detail, I put a poll up because, like I said, me and Thomas had a conversation about Forest fans hate Notts County because Notts County got some. There's some fans Notts County. I'm not saying everyone have got issues with Forest, but some Forest fans don't hate Notts County. But I put a poll up and saying if you dislike County and get your polls in now. So yeah, we'll talk about that. We've got my co-host, man himself, Mr. Brownie from Wales. How you doing, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good, Ben. Hope you're well. And nice to meet you and Tom as well.
Yeah, you too, mate.
Steve, before we start, do you hate Notts County?
No, not really. I think my personal opinion is, I think you have to, because I'm not from Nottingham, I think the Notts County rivalry is more hello.
Wi-Fi. Steve, you see Wi-Fi's going, Steve. You might come back on, come in and come back out again.
Right.
Right, come in, come back out. Right, so people in the chat, like I said, I've put a poll. It's like you dislike County. Like for me, I haven't got a problem with Notts County. I've got there's like a big sister to me. So, but yeah. Before we do start, like Thomas has got a YouTube channel, just like me. So people, please go and subscribe to Thomas. It's Notts County Talk. Tom, talk about your channel so people can go and follow you.
Yeah. Every Thursday night, starting next week, we've had a summer off. I got busy at the end of last season with the Wembley and things like that. We do Pavis Perspective podcast every Thursday night, 7:30. Talk about all things Notts, talk about the game coming up, talk about what's happening in the week. And then every week we've got match day vlog from most games, all home, most away games. So, yeah.
So, like I said, people, please go on. If you can do a massive favor, take you 2 seconds. Go on the Notts County Talk. Go on, click subscribe. Talk about Notts County. Like I said, we talk about Nottingham Forest. Me and Brennan and all the lads talk about Forest. But if you can, do a massive favor for me. Please go on Tom's channel and go on Notts County Talk. Right. Let's talk about it. Like I said, if you want people put in the chat, are you going to the game on Saturday? I am. I'm expecting you're going as well, Tom.
Yeah.
As well. So, like I said, people, like if you are in the chat, go to the game, put your hands up, and we'll try and get you involved. Before we do talk about it and get involved with the chat, how are you doing? I hope you're well. How are you doing, Paul? I'm all good. Twitter's good. As me and Steve was talking before the show, Twitter's been going crazy about transfers. So I think me and Steve will talk about it later on. And have Tom on. We'll talk about the game, people, but we'll talk about the potential signings that Forest be getting. So as well, just hold your horses. We're going to talk about Forest, Notts County v Forest, before we talk about the potential signings at Nottingham Forest. As well, this is Gary. How you doing, Gary? We won't see you on Saturday. Simon says no. Gary says Welsh Wi-Fi. Yes, we know. Everyone knows about his Welsh Wi-Fi as well.
Yeah.
He says, "Good evening, Mr. Stephen Thomas. Hope you're well. I'll be at the game on Saturday. I'm just doing some drawings and call in while I'm watching. Yes, you do your drawings, Eve. Why don't you, Eve? No, do me a massive favor. Why don't you draw Tom? Draw Tom with a nice Notts County top if you can.
Brand new one.
Yes, that's it. Make Steve do a drawing of Tom, and if you do, Eve, bring it on Saturday so you can give it Tom. All it is, Tom. She does loads of drawings of everyone, and maybe potentially because she could draw you. So what?
Get me in the new shirt.
Get Tom in the new top if you can, and you can give it him on Saturday. We can meet up before the game, Tom.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. As well, we got how you doing, Mark? I hope you're well. Mohammed said, I'm going to the game on Saturday. I'll see you on Saturday, Mohammed. Paul says, yes, I'm going. There's quite a lot of people going. I'm loving this. Harvey said, yes, I see you there, mate. Loads of Forest fans going, and last but not least, jolly evening, all Reds. Right, Tom. welcome back to the Football League. Talk to everyone. But people as well, if you've got any questions for Tom regarding Notts County, please do. And Steve will ask questions as well. Tom, talk about being a Notts County fan, because now you're back. What was it like last season?
Yeah, as I was saying to you, like just before we came on, that league is stupid. Like it's so difficult to get out of. One automatic place. First year, we sort of went down, shell shocked. Everyone thought we were coming back up, and then we started to build up a head of steam. Go to Barrow, beat them away. They were top of the league. We chased them down. COVID ends the season, and then lost in the playoff final. Second season didn't play very well. Third season didn't play very well. Fourth season last year, we think, yeah, smashing it. Luke Williams in charge, 107 points, and Wrexham decided to go crazy. I'm sure you saw the Wrexham game at their place against Notts, or the highlights of it with Ben Foster.
I watched the game. I wanted Notts to win, man. I'm not going to lie to people.
It was mad. That away end was awful. When we got the penalty and then it was missed, you sort of think this club's doomed. I mean, in the last 6 years, we had League Two playoff defeat, then relegation the following season, then 3 losses in the playoffs, 2 losses in the FA Trophy, which is the non-league, like FA Cup kind of thing, and then just failure after failure. But if I'm honest, I'd rather have, and I said at the start of the season on my channel, I'd rather go up at Wembley and that day, which you obviously had the year before, than actually win the league. You get that one day at Wembley, and the way it happened, the player that missed the penalty.
It's amazing, Thomas. It's amazing feeling, it? Because like me and Steve, first time I went Wembley, and that feeling of going up through Wembley, it's a great feeling, isn't it, though, Tom?
Yeah, it is better than winning the league. Like, I've always said that, I'd rather not score up at Wembley. And behind twice, scored in the 87th minute, John Bostock.
Yeah.
He used to play for Forest, didn't he, Bostock?
Yes, he did. You know what? I felt sorry for him. Do you remember him, Steve? I felt sorry for Forest, because he wasn't getting... Yeah, he was a good solid player. He wasn't getting game time, and he just wasn't getting the game time. But what's it been like, Tom, at Notts County? Because that goal he scored, it was fantastic, man.
He was too good for non-league.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, well, we're a bit cautious because we got Harry Arter from you the year before.
Who? Take him! People in the comments, take Harry Arter, send him to Notts County. We don't want him no more.
I thought he was going to be good. And even though he's not done it for Forest, you'd think Harry Arter could do it in non-league. And he did for 1 or 2 games, and then he just...
Yeah, what happened? Tom, tell everyone, what happened to Harry Arter, man? Talk to us.
I don't know. First couple of games, I thought this guy's the real deal. And we were like 4th or 5th when we got him, and I thought we're definitely going to get either challenge for that top spot, or at least, Stockport won the league that year, but at least cement the top 2 playoff places. And then some people said he was okay, but he looked like after the 3rd game, he just didn't want to get injured. The ball would come near him, player would come towards him, and he just passed the ball left or right. And then he just faded. And then I think we sent him back, or his loan ended, and we didn't try and renew it before the playoffs. So we can tell how important he was. So then when John Bostock came in, we were like, okay, let's not get too excited. And within 2 games, we're like, yeah, this guy's seriously the real deal. Like, I don't know, again, going back to the Wrexham game, the free kick he scored from 30-odd yards, top corner, the goal he scored at Wembley, if you watched it back as many times as I have, he literally says to the player next to him, you can see him put his hand over his mouth on BT and said, I'm going to shoot. And he does, puts it in. It's, unbelievable player. And even in League Two, to have him as a centre mid, I think he's too good. He's very, very good for League Two. Very good.
People in the comments, do you miss John Bostock? Because, like I said, Steve, who was it? Who was it? Was it Sabi Limucci, wasn't it, Steve? He was under. He never got game time, did it?
Yeah, it was a Sabri tenure, I think. Yeah, he just, I don't know, he just didn't give him. He came with good pedigree, he'd been to Spurs at Barcelona B's, was it? Or they set up, and I liked him. He was good, solid. He was just seemed a reliable, solid player, didn't he? He wasn't flamboyant or nothing. He was just good, solid.
He did a job. He did a job, didn't he?
He did a job. And when I seen him in the few game for Notts County, he was too good for that level. He was just a step up.
Yeah,
he was. No offense to the non-league, but he was just a different gravy when he.
I think one of the games we played, I can't remember who it was against. It was away from home, and we had him and Matty Palmer in midfield, who are
good player. I like Matty Palmer, good player.
Yeah, and the second half stats, we ended up with something like 81% possession or something, and those two were just playing for fun, left and right, and yeah, it's so good. And he got a good personality as well. He's the kind of player you want. Whereas from my perspective, Harry Arter not as hardworking as, well, on the face of it, as Bostock. Great player. Yeah.
Would you take Harry Arter back?
No, I generally wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't think he's not as good as what we've got. Like, he's not as good as Matty Palmer. He's clearly not as good as John Bostock. No, I wouldn't have him back. No way. You could give him us for free and I wouldn't.
Wow. People in the comments, Tom said, I don't like, and Brandy will agree with this. When we got Harry Arter at Forest, I put my hands up. I thought it was a fantastic, he was a fantastic sign for that time, wasn't it?
Yeah, for that time. For that period,
that time.
100%.
Yeah. He was great at Bournemouth. He was a great player at Bournemouth.
Well, the Fulham, he ran the show for Fulham. There was one game, wasn't it, Ben? He scored an absolute pearler against us.
Against us.
During COVID, and when we signed him, I thought, this guy is on midfield. Like, he's going to shore it up, and his range of passing and controlling the game, but then...
Just went downhill. People in the comments, if you can do a massive favour, please do hit the like button if you can. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you subscribe to Notts County Talk as well. That's Thomas' channel as well. So please go on.
Sorry, Ben. Can I just say one thing? One player they never get back off us is Mr. Ryan Yates.
Oh yes.
we keep him. Maybe you can have him when he's 35 and he wants to step down.
We'll be in the Prem by then anyway.
We're going places. Let's talk about your manager, Tom, man, because like I said, I'll be honest, right? When you appointed him, I thought to myself, who is this guy? I've never heard of him. Where did he come from? He come from.
So he'd been under Russell Martin, that's just gone to Southampton.
Yeah.
Under him at MK Dons.
That's it, MK Dons, yeah.
And then I think he was still at MK Dons when we got him. I'm just having a quick look. And he'd been at Swindon.
Was it MK Dons or someone else? Who?
Yeah, sorry to butt in. It's only a quick one. Obviously, because Tom, I live near Swansea, right? And obviously, I met a lot of Swansea fans around me. And a Swansea fan told me he was linked with a Swansea job about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, before like Russell Martin was going and they had this other deaf guy in from Barnsley. Yeah. But your manager was linked with them because he was Russell Martin's number 2.
Yeah, he was. And then I think he left when Russell Martin left. He stayed at Swansea for a bit, and then had a brief spell at Swindon as actual manager. Where it didn't work out. But I don't know if you know the guy on Gab Sutton.
Yeah, I know who he is.
He came on our channel 2 weeks after we appointed Williams. No one really knew who he was, and he said that he'll be the best manager in non-league. He said Notts will win the league, which in any other season they would have won the league. And he said clubs will be after him. Says he plays great football. We were like, okay, sounds all right. And then after sort of 6-7 games when it clicked, 22 game unbeaten run or something like that.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, as a Forest fan, because I look for like Notts County. I love Mansfield as well. I know Mansfield Notts got rivalry. We'll talk about that later. But the form, we're going to talk about your players from, because Tom, I'm not going to lie, but I know I'm trying to go ahead of myself. Longstaff, that player is he's the next level. But did you as a fan expected him to be like that?
No, definitely not. I mean, he started to score and he scored a few, and then he got something like 7 in 7. And I said to George, who I do the channel with, I said at some point, George legend. He said, I said at some point he's going to have a spell where he doesn't score for 2 or 3 games. Let's see how he responds to that. He did 2 or 3 games, 4 games maybe without a goal, and then just carried on scoring. Just
scored for fun, wasn't it? He just scored for fun.
Unbelievable. He just scored. Was it 1 against you in pre-season last year?
Yeah, he scored 1 past us. Yes. I looked at it. I looked at it when he's gone past 4. It was a B team, but he's still. I couldn't believe it, and I think there was talks of in January, wasn't it? Just he could go to, I don't know, League 2, League 1, but Championship side as well. But to the question, like I said, you're a League 2 team, and as well, I don't know if you know, Forest fans know they've got David McGoldrick, ex Forest player, ex Derby player.
Good signing.
That's a very good signing. But Tom, what do you think? I think that partnership, because we know David McGoldrick. People in the comments, what's the best thing about David McGoldrick as a Forest player? I thought it was a good time for us, but he didn't play as much because who did we have still? We had
Right,
it was
when
a
you say
Blackstock.
this, Ben, you say this
Yeah.
because I watched the season review of that season 09 and 10 the other day, right? And we
Yeah.
had up front McGoldrick, Tyson, Garner,
Blackstock,
Earnshaw,
Earnshaw.
and Bowler. We had
Yeah.
like 7, 8 strikers. And I couldn't believe the strike force we had. It was like
And
ridiculous.
McGoldrick didn't even play much today. He didn't even play
McGoldrick
much.
McGoldrick could hardly get in the team.
And this is why I said about when I was surprised that he joined Notts County, but I get it because he's 34. He wants to play for his team that he started with. But Tom, as a fan, was you surprised that he came to you lot?
I wasn't. I really thought he would come. Once I heard the rumours, I thought it makes sense. It does make sense. I don't know if you've noticed this because obviously you're up in the Prem, but I've been focused the last few years on National League and League Two because that's obviously where we're
Yeah.
Players are dropping down now. Like
They are.
The guy that's just gone to Stockport used to play for Hull last year. I don't know. I can't. It's not.
Oh, who was it? I know you're talking about
It's not Will Keane, is it?
the striker.
Is it the big guy of Eves up front? Is it
Tom Eves.
He might have gone.
The guy with the ponytail? Is it Tom Eves, striker?
Yeah, he might have gone down as well.
Well, Jordan Smith has just joined Stockport.
Jordan Smith has joined. I thought he joined Notts County.
I did. Players are just dropping down to like League Two, or they're dropping down from League Two to National League. This guy played for.
Here he is.
Nick Powell. Nick Powell, that's the one.
That's it. Shout out to Harvey for that.
Nick Powell has gone from Stoke. I think he used to play for Hull as well. Stoke down to
Stoke.
League Two.
He was at Wigan. He was at Wigan.
Yeah, at Wigan. And then a centre back that played 30 odd games last year for Wigan has just signed for Chesterfield National League. Like
people comment, who was it? Who was it?
And Will Griggs gone to Chesterfield in non-league as well.
I think what you're finding, all right, is I know there's the Premiership is out on its own financially, right? But I think with the pyramid of football now, you've got Wrexham and you've got Salford have got money down there, right? I think what you're finding through the pyramid is players are dropping because you think of some of the clubs in League Two now and National League and League One. There's some massive teams down there. There's some ex-Premiership sides there. You know, it's just filtered down. You think some of the teams who played last year in that National League were only Championship sides a few years ago. Yeovil, Oldham are there. These teams, some big teams down there. And I think just the way it's been filtered down, I think that's why you find all the players are dropping down. There is some teams down there with cash now as well.
I honestly, this is a big statement, but I think if you did a best 11 from League Two, and put them in League One, the best squad, I think they'll challenge at playoffs, definitely, 100%. John Bostock in there, Paul Mullin, Langstaff, McGoldrick, Powell. I think that.
Well, you look at Connor Wickham, right? He's only played for Crystal Palace like 2 years ago. He's been playing for Forest Green.
Yeah.
I mean,
what? I've always liked him. I'm not gonna lie. I've always liked him.
He always scored against us, Ben, didn't he? As well, he's one of
the players. Always.
So like you said, Tom, you finding you cherry picking these players out, then we plucking these players from, and we start thinking about it more. You start realizing, there are some decent players now down in that level.
There are, there really are.
I think Hobby again. He's got, is it Tom Naylor?
Yeah, I think that's the centre back. It's gone from Championship to non-league.
Tom, you're on form there, Harvey, aren't you? Good form. So what players have you? I know you said you booked McGoldrick. What other players have you brought in so far, Tom?
Well, we've got Jody Jones permanently left Oldham. Again, a player that's probably better than League Two level. Scored the winner against Bournemouth in the semi-final. So we've got him. We've got McGoldrick. We've brought in someone, Will Randall from Sutton, who's pretty good. Brought in a guy called Dan Crowley from Morecambe, was playing in League One last year. Another good signing. He looked pretty good on Saturday against Stoke. I'm sure we'll chat about that game in a sec when we look ahead to.
No, Tom. Stoke City. It's a sore point for me. I don't do.
It's Ben's favourite team.
It's a sore point for me. Why didn't you beat him? I hate Stoke.
Last Saturday was a bit of a nightmare. I didn't expect that, to be honest.
I won't tell you. But shout out to Tyrese Campbell, the son of Kevin Campbell. He scored a hat-trick dinner.
Ripped us apart. I don't know who else we've signed. We've signed a few players. And I've got a couple on trial, I think. But
Steve, quick question. Talking about because Steve, we got loads of youngster players. What players do you think could benefit going to Notts County? Because, like I said, there's quite a lot of decent youngsters, isn't there?
Alex Mighton.
I was going to say,
would you take him, Tom?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, just something different.
I think he'd tear up League Two. I think. What about the striker? Taylor.
There's Larson. There's Lace up. Taylor. I think Taylor go Championship. I think no disrespect. Yeah, I think he was on loan. Where was he last season? Was that Burton, wasn't it? Was it Burton last season? I think he'd be definitely. Port Vale.
Was it Port Vale?
No, that was Donnelly. That's Aaron Donnelly. Aaron Donnelly went to
the left back. Yeah.
Yeah, Finback went to Carlisle.
Yeah.
Donnelly went to Port Vale. Dale Taylor went to Burton. Do you think any young? Do you want some young players that from Forest, Tom?
I think apart from Myton, attacking wise, I think we're set now. McGoldrick, Langstaff, and Kedwin Scott, who Gateshead, because we got Scott and Langstaff from Gateshead. They both got promoted with them, and they both scored 20 plus goals. He got injured, so we didn't see him for all of the season. But their fans said Scott's better than Langstaff all round games. So I think we're set attacking wise. Midfield probably set. So I'd say what we need is a young or quick centre back. That's what we're left. That's what the final piece we need.
We've got a few. I think there's Higginbottom. He was at Mansfield last season. But
play out from the back.
What about young centre back? Harbottle, is it?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Higginbottom. He's about 23 years old though. So, but he was at Mansfield and he did well there. To be fair, he was at the Swan as well, but he's gone to Mansfield permanently now. People in the comments and on the game involved. What young player do you think that could go to Notts County?
What about the ginger lad Hammond? Is it? Ollie Hammond.
No good. Tom, if you want a young, if you want a young player, just give me the players and I'll play Mr. Mawanakis. I'll throw them.
Right, get it sorted.
I'll get it sorted.
He knows Steve Cooper's brother, so
yeah. Neil, if you're watching, Neil, please can you tell Steve to send some young players to Notts County because they might need some help there to get up. Tom, let's talk about your owners because I know I said it in the past. I don't want to talk about the bad owners that you've had, but these owners now you've had. What's been happening? Have you been impressed with them?
Yeah, they I don't know if I said it last year. They own a company called Football Radar, which actually helps other clubs. It's like analytics on players, so it helps clubs to basically scout players. So we use that ourselves. It was going great. We've got Ruben Rodriguez, who's now gone to Oxford, and then the rules came.
You know what? Someone, I was disappointed he left. What's the reason he left?
No, I think it's his chance. I think that's his chance. He's like 25, 26, maybe a little bit older. This is his opportunity to go up to League One, and Oxford are spending a bit of money as well. Okay. It was linked with Derby, but I reckon people are saying, why would he go to Oxford over Derby? I think he was guaranteed first team football at Oxford. Fair play to him. It got us up. Good choice. He got us up. The owners are good.
Way bigger than Derby.
Yeah, I don't even know Derby are really. But
no one cares, Tom. No one. People in the chat, we don't care about Derby, do we? Because this is a Notts County and Forest conversation.
They must be pretty small because we took one of their best players off him in McGoldrick.
I'm still baffled with that because I don't know if you noticed, Tom. They put a statement out. What was a statement on Twitter about McGoldrick? He's chosen Notts County over Derby. It's just the way they said it. I thought, wow, that's a bit brutal. Brutal. But just talk about your owners. Like I said, what have they been like now? Because I've been impressed with them.
They're just sensible. Like compared to the last owners that had no common sense, would spend money left, right, centre. I don't know if you saw the club let us have them on the channel back in Feb. We had both owners for a Q&A, and we were like asking the questions. They were like, if we don't go up, we've got a plan. If we go up automatically, we've got a plan. If we go up playoffs, we've got a plan. This was like Feb. I said we've already identified the players if we don't go up. We've already got a plan if we do go up. So like they're very proactive. pretty good. Like we got McGoldrick and we didn't pay a penny for him. Obviously wages. We've got Dan Crowley, played a full season in League One, haven't paid for him. Jody Jones haven't paid for him. Like we're paying the wages, but we're not paying transfer fees, which is smart. Whereas teams like Wrexham will go and spend a lot of money on transfer fees. So I think they're very smart at the minute. We're only 4 years in, and we're in a good position. They're doing good things around the club. They're not just investing in the team; they're investing in. I don't know if you've seen the paddle courts around the ground.
Yep.
I think little things like that. It's just like they're here for a bit longer. They're not just going to stick up some paddle courts and leave. Improve the PA system this season that they promised they would. And I know that seems a small thing, but we've had owners that have promised massive things and just never delivered. Like they say,
Tom, we've had exactly the same. People in the comments. I do apologize for saying his name. Steve will know. Mr. Fawaz. I think it was 2 days ago. It was the anniversary of him buying Forest. 10 years of him buying Forest. We've had the same problem achieving stuff. But sorry to cut you into top. Carry on, Tom.
But it's just stuff like that. Like they say they're going to do something and they do it. There's no issues. Like that's what I like. Just if you don't promise everything, just promise a new sound system, which you'll hear on Saturday, and it's in. Like no big deal. They said once we go up, we'll get it. Things like that. Just they said they've got plans. They've delivered on everything so far. So they don't make any false promises. Yeah, so good. They're good owners. I like them. Smart owners.
So like I said, you're back in League Two. What you looking for this season ahead? Are you looking like mid-table or because like I said, they've got when you brought McGoldrick and Lagstaff, I thought, wow, that partnership is going to really give some obviously the defenders some problems. So as a county fan, what do you want as a?
I think what Luke Williams said. So we go again. Go for it again. All of a sudden, you go from, if you look at the automatic and playoffs, in non-league, 1 in 12 teams go up. If you look at League Two, 1 in 6 teams go up because you've got 3 automatic places in a playoff. I think while the momentum's there and we've got Langstaff, go again.
Yeah.
I do think, and this is mad, but I think my predictions, I haven't put our prediction video up yet. I think Wrexham, Stockport, and Notts go up automatic.
Really?
Which are the three.
Tom, what are the favourites by the bookies to go up?
Wrexham. Wrexham are favourites.
They're the favourites Champions League.
Yeah, Stockport second favourites, Notts third. And I'm not just going with the bookies. I genuinely think those 3 teams. I said it even before Stockport made their good signings. I think those 3 that were all together in the National League 2 years ago will go up automatically.
That's quite interesting because what you find with trends, which is quite lazy for me, the way bookies do it, is that what you find is the team relegated are automatically the favourites to go back up. They do it in the Premiership to the Championship, and like the 3 teams get promoted are automatically the 3 to go down. But I can't remember who actually went down from League One.
So you had Forest Green, who were nowhere near it with the bookies.
The Forest Green went down.
MK Dons, which are there or thereabouts. You've got MK Dons, who are not really being fancied, and then there's one other side. Was it Wimbledon? I think
Wimbledon. Wimbledon.
Wimbledon, who are they're okay, but there's no one that's like heavy favourites there. You're right. Mostly they just do put the relegated teams, don't they?
People, there's half an hour's gone on the show. Like, if you have any questions for Tom regarding Notts County, please do get in the comments straight away. Please do hit the like button if you can. I'm on 34 likes. There's 86 people in. If you can do, or everyone can, please do hit the like button. If you're on Facebook as well, come on my YouTube channel as well and help me go everywhere. Tom, let's talk about Forest, Tom. Have you seen any Forest games? Have you been watching Forest?
Keeping up with it. It's easier now than the Prem. It's everywhere, isn't it? The Prem. It's on Sky Sports. It's either the Prem or Wrexham they're talking about. So I've seen quite a lot about it. Honestly, when you went through that run, I thought 100% getting relegated. Like that, you went through a very poor run, and at one point you were quite far into the season. You'd scored like 5 away goals. Yeah. And then I looked at your fixtures. You had like Arsenal to play, City, Chelsea. I think you get a draw against Chelsea or something like that.
Yeah, 2-2. Yeah.
Just getting points here and then. I had you down as gone. I think the bookies had you down as gone. You were like 19.
Tom, everyone wanted us down. Didn't Steve? Everyone wanted us down. Because like
Tom, they wanted us down in the first 5 minutes of Newcastle in the first game of the season. They had us down then.
Staying up is It is impressive. I mean, there's some teams I looked at Everton. And I thought Everton aren't going to go down because they're a side that will get out of that. So it's just what happens, isn't it? They're a big side. I thought they're going to get out of that. Southampton were gone, and I put Leicester in the same bracket as Everton. I thought Leicester will get out of it because.
Have you got Leicester? Have you got Leicester in that cup game? What cup is it? I saw they have.
We've got Derby, Lincoln.
You got Derby.
Derby, Lincoln, and Wolves.
You'll win it then.
Derby at Med Lane because you only play home or away, and we've got them at home and Lincoln away. So
I have a sneaky feeling that game is at Meadow Lane, yeah, Derby.
Yeah, it's at Med Lane.
I think I got a funny feeling there'll be a few Forest fans sneaking their way in there.
I think so.
I'll be there.
Keep tickets because it will be an EFL trophy game. So yeah.
Forest fans, if you can, let's go and support Notts County. No, let me try and twist it right because every single time you lot play Derby, don't you lot sing together and say, "Oh, we hate Forest"? Do you
probably?
Say?
Probably. I can't remember the last time we even played Derby. To be honest, I might sing.
Because my friend went and he said to me, both Notts County and Derby fans were singing, "We hate stand up if you hate Forest."
Oh, and played him in a friendly 6 years ago.
And you beat him, didn't you? You beat him.
I honestly can't remember. Can't remember.
Yeah, people in the comments. Tom trying to get away with it because I do remember when Notts County and Derby played each other. Someone phoned me saying, "Oh, Ben, they're both standing up saying they hate each other." Like we expect Derby, but we don't talk about Derby as much because they're League One and we're Premier League, so that's a different kind of story, people. Let's finish off, Tom. Like I said, are you looking forward to Saturday's game? Because I am. Like I said, I've got. Like I said, there's too many people. Like I think it's all the generation that hate Notts County for some reason. But like I said, I've got no issues with Notts County at all. I want them to do well. But if what's your hopes for Saturday? Do you think the Notts will play a strong side against Forest?
Yeah, we'll play our full team. I'm thankful last Saturday wasn't the Forest game because we played Stoke, decent League One side, honestly ripped apart. If it was Forest on that day, Prem side, it would have been bad. And if any Notts fans watching this that went to the game, we could have lost 10-1 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Campbell ripped us apart. I mean, we had a youth player in at wing back, so we need to defend better. And I think it's a wake up call that play like that on Saturday, and it'll be embarrassing. But no, I think it'd be very hard to win the game. I think you put a pretty weakened side out last time. I don't because weren't you going abroad to play some games? I don't know if that's
we played when we played like people. If you don't remember, I think we won. Was it 2-2?
2-2.
It was a
2-2.
Cafu scored that free kick, didn't he? Was it?
Cafu! Shout out to Cafu. You watched this channel as well, so yeah, he's gone to Rotherham.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah.
That game was last chance saloon. That was for a lot of players.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know if you watched it, Tom. After the game, Steve Cooper was angry.
A lot of fringe players.
Yeah, he was very angry after the game because I think when Cafu scored a goal and then you said Longstaff scored.
Yeah,
did quite a lot of first team players. Like I'm gonna say it. There's Myton. Who was it? Who else played? Steve
Yates did play.
Yates played, but for the first half. No, he played, but he got did he get injured? Sam scored that goal, didn't it? Goal first half.
Sam Sterling scored the goal. We had players like I'm trying to think now.
Smith was in goal. Like
Areda was in midfield.
Areda.
Larea right back. Yeah, players I got. Yeah.
Martin was right wing, wasn't it? I remember Martin was right wing, and he wasn't great.
To be fair, Larea, the Canadian, was our best player on the pitch, I think, that game. He wasn't too bad. He played left back, if I remember right.
I don't think he was great, if I'm honest.
That says a lot of the game.
I don't think it was like if you I don't know, like Tom remembers the experienced players that played against Notts County weren't great. And Steve Cooper, I don't know if people look on YouTube and see the reaction from Steve Cooper against Notts County, he was an angry man, and he said some of these players won't be the first team. I think Lau played as well, and he wasn't great. I think Loud would be good for Notts County, you know. I really think I know you got McGoldrick and Longstaff.
Yeah.
Tom, come on. Do you think Loud would be a good time for you lot?
Yeah, but it won't be as good as Langstaff.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. I can't.
People in the comments, do you think Loud would be good for Notts County? I think he will.
He probably would. He would.
He's a legend in my eyes because he did that the Bristol City game. You'll never forget that one.
Bring him on for penalties. He just walks up to him,
He scores them.
penalties.
Come on, Tom. You don't think Loud will be good for Notts County?
Yeah, he'd probably get on the bench and like the.
Oh, you're disrespecting him now, Tom.
No, he would start against Wolves under 23 in the trophy, EFL trophy. I reckon.
Nah, he's showing. Steve,
No, he would be good. He'd be good.
People, Larry Taylor, if you're watching this, go to Notts County, man.
Larry Taylor would be a great signing for a League 2 or League 1 side.
Yeah, I don't. Thinking back to that game last year, I don't know if you remember. It's the best game I think I've ever. The first half was the best I've ever seen Ruben Rodriguez play. He was ripping Forest to bits that first half.
He did.
He was so good.
That's why I was surprised that he left your team. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
But like a Longstaff, when you got McGoldrick and Longstaff, them two, they are going to rip. Longstaff, I think at least will get 20 goals next season with McGoldrick. McGoldrick's more of a assist person as well. I know he scored like 25 goals for Derby, but he's more of an assist man, and he's giving free books to Longstaff. Longstaff's going to score goals. Will
McGoldrick get a good reception from your fans, even though he's played for Derby?
Yeah, I think he will. Because like I said, he didn't get much good game time for Forest because, like Steve mentioned, we had so many good strikers. Like Robert Earnshaw and Blackstock were a first choice, but every time McGoldrick played for Forest, he never. He always played. Good Forest fans, what do you think about McGoldrick? Like I said, he was good, but just didn't get the much game time, if I do remember. Last one I'm going to ask you, Tom, before you go. Where do you think Notts will finish?
Third, I think.
Third.
Yeah. They're not going to win the league. I mean, if you ask me this, there could be late bids in for people like Langstaff. You never know. But at the minute, I think there's some really good teams in that league. There's also some teams that are poor. Like I think it was Morecambe the other day couldn't field a team in a friendly. There's teams we will do really well against. Got a decent start to the season, decent end to the season. I think we'll sneak third behind Stockport and Wrexham.
I want. You know what? I don't care what else. I want Notts County to do well. I really do.
You're playing two Welsh sides next year as well, then. You're playing Wrexham and Newport.
Newport's we'd all had a plan to go to Newport for the weekend, and it's on a Tuesday night.
Oh no, don't go to Newport on a night out.
In Feb.
Terrible.
Tuesday in Feb. So.
I've never been to Newport. See, I've never been to Newport. I've never been to Newport. I've never been to Wrexham. I love to go to Wrexham.
No, seriously, Newport is not a nice place.
People in the comments, have you been to Newport or Wrexham? I've never been. What's it like?
I've driven through Wrexham, but I haven't actually been there.
I love that. But Tom, it's been a pleasure for coming on my channel. Like I said, people, there's nice people. Tom, just before, do a little quick shout out to your channel again to get people following you.
Yeah, so Notts County Talk, Thursday night Pavers Perspective podcast. So about 45 minutes to an hour long every Thursday night, talking about the fixtures ahead, what's happened the week before, player ratings, picking the team for the next game, etc. And then match day vlogs pretty much every game.
You'll be there Saturday, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be there. So there'll be a video Saturday when we've won 2-1. So
let's hear again. He's getting little cheap digs in, people. He's getting little cheap digs in.
McGoldrick last minute.
Oh no, never.
No, I think we'll do one not to concede 3. I think.
I think. So if Big Sam plays, I think he'll score a cracking goal. If I'm honest, but Tom, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully, we'll meet up before the game. And if you're watching it, please do a picture of Tom with his little Notts County top, with me little dagger behind him. That's it. But like I said, people, if you can do a massive favour for me, it take you 2 seconds. Go on. The link, his link is in the title. Notts County Talk. Go and watch him. And like I said, there will be a podcast on his channel. Tom, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on the channel, and I'll see you before the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, dude. Thank you for coming on. Cheers, dude.
Good Tom.
That's Tom. Like I said, mate. Thank you. Much pleasure for coming on the channel. People, like I said, I'll be there on Saturday for the game. The game is 1 o'clock. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Right, we've got another 20 minutes. And you know, people like Twitter's been crazy. I'm going to talk to Steve about the crazy. And Steve, do you think we should get some people on? If people want to come
Yeah.
on and talk about the I don't know, people that we've been linked with. I know John Percy's put a link out about Brennan Johnson. Villa want Brennan Johnson as well, the PSV player as well. There's quite a lot of people, so I'm going to put a link out. But Steve, what's your reaction with all the players that we've been linked with?
It's well, like I said before we came on air, Ben. It's just the last 2 hours have just exploded. Like we're not like today, like right. Let's run a list of all the players we linked with. So Willian, he's having a medical. He's not having a medical.
Not having a miracle.
Alanga from United. Now we've just the PSV midfielder, the guy you mentioned, the left back from Villa now.
Dignell.
Yeah, Lucas. How do you pronounce? I can't pronounce the second name. Johnson obviously been linked going away to Villa. It's just been, well, just madness. I mean, I don't know. Lucas Digne.
That's Lucas Digne. That's it. Lucas Digne.
But it's just mad, Ben. Absolute crazy, like just mental.
People in the comments, like I said, we've just seen, like I said, Brennan Johnson has been linked with a move to Villa. What's everyone's opinion? I'd love to get your opinion. What's your opinion on Brennan, Steve? Because we all like, everyone's got a price. Everyone's got a price, and I'm sick of tired of talking about it. But we've got to talk about it because this is why you're on the channel. What's the right price that Forest should accept? People in the comments as well, get involved. What's the right bid that Forest should accept? And be realistic. Don't go OTT. Be realistic on how much do you think Forest should accept for Brennan Johnson. What do you think?
It's got to be 50 plus. The only way it's going to be lower, if it's lower and a player involved. So it's a fee with a player added to it. If that's the left back, Digne, or if that's someone else, then fair enough. But otherwise, it's got to be 50 plus, Ben. We gotta make money, decent money off him. I'd be gutted if he did go, but like you said, every player's got a price, and I've said it many times on this channel, Ben. If he goes to Villa, you know, he'd have to be guaranteed first team players, because what's the point of him going there and he's going to be sitting on the bench? But it worried me. See, I've never worried about Brentford, but Villa worried me when they were mentioned because they got European football.
Yeah, that's I think that will pull Brennan.
Yeah.
That will pull Brennan, and
yeah,
you've got to look at it. And like I said, everyone's got a price, but the journey that Brennan's done, I'm proud of him on what he's done. Like I said, one of our academy players, he did fantastic for Lincoln. He smashed it in the championship, and he got the goals the 9 goals. That's warranted for a player at his first time in the Premier League. He's not a striker for me, Premier League. I think he's a winger, if I'm honest. But like I said, I don't want him to go, but everyone's got a price. Like I said, let me see. I'm just going through the messages as well. And this is from Mark. How you doing, Mark? I expect Johnson to outgrade the club, but hopefully he won't be until the end of the coming season. Minimum 50 for me if he goes now. Do you agree with that, Steve?
Yeah, I think so. I think he loves the club. He loves playing for us. But again, like we've all seen in the comments, like you said, Ben, every player's got a price, and players do want to move on and try new challenges. But he does strike me as someone who could come back one day.
100%.
He could come back when he's over his 30 plus to finish his career off.
And this is from Gary as well. Grass is never greener. You know as well. This is from Paul. 50 to 60 million. 50 mark, like 50 plus add-ons. Like, I don't know, 50. I personally think he's worth. People say it's between 40 and 50, but he's better than Gardner when Gardner was at Everton. If people remember, like I said, he went to Everton, went to Newcastle, spent 50 million. But me personally, I think he's better than Gardner for his age. So I think he's worth 55-ish. 60 mark, you're pushing it. But me personally, I think 50 mark is right balancing. But people, if you agree, disagree, get in the comments now. As well, people, like, if you want to come on, the link at the top of the title. So come on and talk to me, Steve, about Forest and the players that you've been linked with as well. Another player that's been linked with Steve, the Brazilian William. I remember when he came to City Ground, actually smashed us. When we went to when Forest played them, lost 2-0, and William he scored that fantastic goal. And I said, people, and let me get Steve's opinion on him. People in the comments, what do you think? Are you happy with the signing? Is he too old? What do you think, Forest fans? Get in the comments now. Are you excited with William coming to Forest? Steve, what do you think?
If we get the Fulham William, yes. If we get the Arsenal William, no. But on his day, he is, like he proved against us, the 2 games, he ripped us a new one. Like you said, Ben, that at Fulham, he tore us to shreds, didn't he? He just stood out in the pitch. But like I said earlier, if you had said 2 or 3 seasons ago, right, we'd be linked with players like William, you would have gone, yeah, right. You know, think of the players we were linked with just a few years ago. Now we've been linked with this caliber of player. Yes, he's 34, but this guy's played at the top level for a while, at international level as well. You know, he's no mug. And yes, he is 34, but this is no disrespect to Lingard. He still got it. Lingard, unfortunately, didn't have it. But this guy's coming with a... I've always liked William. I'm not just saying it, but I've always liked William. I like the way he plays.
What about his age, though? What about his age? Is it like, I know he's a fantastic player, but age,
But then we have got young legs around him, Ben. We have got young legs.
That's true. That's true.
Fulham have got young legs around him as well. They're athletic, quick players around him. So I think with William, you've got to have that youth around him. If you go in for older players around, no. If you've got pace around him and quick players like we have, yes, I think he'd fit in that way. But I've always liked him as a player. I just like the way he plays. I liked him at Chelsea. I thought he was a very good player.
What do you think, people, in the comments? What do you think about William? Carry on, sorry.
No, it's just what I like about him. When he does that little cut inside, and he's like the goal he scored against us, he kind of bends the shot. It always seems like there's something's going to happen when he's on the ball. And we're just looking for a bit more. I think flair, but also I think the Brazilian boys are having a quiet word in his ear, I think. You know, I think they're pulling...
I think Mr. Mamanakis, Matildas Mamanakis and Tara, weren't they? People are assuming because they follow him on social media now. So everyone's put 2 and 2 together of thinking William signed for Forest. But you never know.
What I've heard, Ben, is that we have offered, it's not so much the money, but a lot.
2 years.
A longer contract, and he wants a longer contract. Fulham have only offered 1 year. So that might sway it for us. So just watch your space, innit?
People in the comments, what do you think, man? What do you really think about Christopher said William will be good. Like Gary said, it's not just about his age, football brain is as dangerous as it is. When he played against Forest at the King Cottage, he seemed like he was like only 21 years old. He absolutely destroyed Forest. I think it was Upe left back that time. Was it Lode? Hamid Lode destroyed him. Mark says he's one of the players that where age doesn't matter. He's clearly keeps him in shape as well.
I think what happened to William when he was at Chelsea, he went to Arsenal. I think he wasn't in a good place. Something maybe personal issues or something happened in his life, but he went away and then he came back to Fulham, didn't he? Yeah. I think he come back renewed and refreshed. Maybe he just needed time away from the country or a new surroundings or go back to see his family or whatever. Because at Arsenal, he was shocking. Yeah. And then when he came back, everyone was like, oh, he's a flop. He's going to be a flop. I mean, he tore it up for Fulham last year, didn't he? He was outstanding.
100%. People like, yeah, if you want to come on, people, just come on. If you want to come on, I can see one Mohammed coming on, but his camera's come off. Mohammed, if you get your camera on, I'll get you on as soon as. Oh, he's on now. Mohammed, you're coming on. There we are. People show some love to Mohammed, please. I do, Mohammed.
Hello, you alright, Joe?
I'm not too bad, my friend. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good.
Good, my friend. Are you excited for the new season?
I am. Are you?
I'm excited. People in the comments, share some love to my man Mohammed. What do you think about Brennan Johnson?
Brennan Johnson?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't Aston Villa and Brentford are interested, aren't they?
Yes.
But I think I think Brennan Johnson to stay at Forest because I think that he's going to get better every time. and I think that we should keep him for another season. But I'm just saying, it's his choice. He wants to stay or go. It's his choice. If he wants to stay or go.
What do you think? What do you think of William? Do you want William to come to Forest?
Yeah, but I didn't need to invest in someone better because I think William, he's good, but we need to invest in someone better. Who's coming in? Callum Hudson-Odoi. It is coming in.
Yeah, but it's gone a bit quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
People as well. Before I tell mine, what's your prediction, Mohammed? Where do you think Forest will finish?
I'm going to say Forest will finish. They're all top of the table because they are taking time with like recruitments and stuff. So if they do bring in some good players, because they need to learn out some players and sell some players as well, and they'll get a lot of money for that as well. So I'll say they finish like ninth.
Ninth?
Yeah, ninth.
Wow, Mohammed's going for it.
Clip that.
Clip this, people. I will clip this, Mohammed. I am clipping this, and if he's right, Mohammed, I don't know. I won't give you something. If we finish ninth, I'll give you something. Okay?
Yes.
Mohammed, I'd hold Ben to that, right? Because
yeah.
He will do. Shout out to Mohammed as well, Mohammed. Yo,
yeah.
Thank you for coming on, Mohammed. Mohammed, he watches the show all the time. But people in the chat, come on, man. Show some love to my guy, Mohammed, because he is getting some love. This is from Gordon. Hi, Mohammed. Love heart. This is from Gabe. Hi, Mohammed. You Reds. This is Gary. Love Mohammed's optimistic mission. Justin Knife, like that to be optimistic as well. You got some love there, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Just some love. But yeah, Mohammed, I love it, and hopefully I'll get you back on the show, my friend.
Yes. Joel.
Are you coming to City Ground soon?
Yeah, soon. Very soon.
Yeah, my friend. So make sure you meet me before the game, okay?
Yes.
And make sure you slap Malcolm in the face, round the head. Is that okay?
Yes.
And I'll give you a $5. Just don't tell no one.
All right, Joel. Before I go.
Right. Peace and love, Mohammed.
Joel.
Hello.
So, what is your thoughts on Saturday's game?
We're gonna win 10-0.
3-0.
3-0.
10-0 Adams or in your dreams. That won't happen.
It won't happen. We'll win. We'll win. Don't worry. We'll win. All right, Mohammed. I'll let you go. Peace and love, my friend.
Right. Bye.
Cheers, Mohammed. Legend.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely legend, Mohammed. Next up, we've got Bailey. Ready, Bailey? Yes, legend. How you doing, my friend?
Right, lads.
You're a Forest fan?
Nah, Villa fan.
What do you mean you're a Villa fan? What's going on for you? Have you come here to talk about Brennan Johnson?
Brendan Johnson, class player, but I don't think he would start at us. To be fair,
Why? Why not? And that's a bit. Come on.
I said it to most people. It depends if we sell Leon Bailey. I think Brendan Johnson is better than Leon Bailey. So I do want Leon Bailey to just leave us. But yeah, Brendan Johnson, I reckon 50 mil for him. Maybe 50,
How much?
45.
How much? 50's more than
I'll tell you
that.
what, right? I'll pull a deal on the table, right? You can have him for 50 million, and we can have Ollie Watkins and John McGinn.
Is that a deal, Bailey?
Nah, yeah, have McGinn or Watkins.
Oh, come on. That's decent, isn't it? Brennan Johnson, 50 million for as well as Oliver Watkins and McGinn.
You can have Lucas in there.
Is he good? Look, what do you think of it? People in the chat, we are linked to Lucas Negler. What is he good for you, Bailey?
Absolutely awful.
Is it really?
He is the worst left back we've had for years. I still think Ashley Young is well better than him.
He's gone now, hasn't he, though?
Yeah, I think Lucas Dinner, was really good at Everton, but at Villa, I think he was really awful. But yeah, we'll see.
Last but not least, Bailey, how's Matty Cash doing?
Yeah, Matty Cash, I do like him. He's absolutely unreal.
What? You know what? I do a deal with you. Brendan Johnson, 50 million plus Matty Cash, McGinn, and Watkins. Is that a deal? Yeah. We'll take that. Is that a deal? Huh? Last but not least, Bailey. Are you excited for Villa's season?
What did you say?
Are you excited for Aston Villa's season? I think he's gone. He's gone.
Oh.
Gone. He's got. He's, Bailey, here? He's still there? Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Right. Make it quick. What do you think about Villa's season?
I think we'll finish ninth.
No. Forest finished ninth. No. Forest finished ninth. You gotta change it. Don't upset Mohammed.
I think you'll have a good season. I think you'll finish like 14th, 12th, somewhere near
I'll take
there.
that. I'll take that. What was Steve? We'll take that. We'll take that. But Bailey, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. And but before you go, say up the Forest.
Up the Villa.
Cheers, dude. Shout out to Bailey as well. People, like I said, we've got another 3 minutes. If you want to come on, please do. People in the comments as well. If you had a chance, so be realistic, of 3 signs that you would want to come to Forest, who would you want? There's 68 people in. Who would you want at Nottingham Forest? Pick 3 people realistically. Stay 3 players realistically you want at Forest.
Oh my God. Realistically.
Yeah.
I do have to say the obvious one. Obviously, I want a goalkeeper, so Henderson. But that's too obvious. 3 players. Can you think of 3?
Definitely Henderson is definitely yes. We definitely need a left back.
Do you know
What's the left back's name?
which one?
Luke Thomas. Is it Luke Thomas from Leicester? I'll
From
take
Leicester.
him. Yeah, from
You take
Leicester.
him, Luke?
Yeah, I'll let this man. I'll raid Leicester. Let's raid Leicester because I've had enough of them. Take Luke Thomas. William, I personally think Williams is going to be a good signing.
I think he'd be a good signing. I'm trying to think now. Oh, well, I've mentioned it before, but I'd love to have Ward-Prowse. I would love to have Ward-Prowse, but I think
Ward-Prowse would be good, wouldn't it?
he would be
What about the PSP? Who's this PSP centre midfielder?
Sangaya, or what's it? How do you
Sangaya.
pronounce it?
Sangaya. I think, yeah, Sangaya. People in the comments.
He's a
I like him.
Have you seen the size of him? He's a lump. He's a massive. I think he's bigger than Taiwo. He is huge.
He's massive. I think it's one. And Henderson, Sangaya, and Dembele. I think. Where's he at? Is he at Leon?
Which Dembele though? Is that the Barca one or the?
No. That's
How many Dembeles are there?
There's too many. There's so many Dembeles. It's not the Barca one. Pulls it all up free transfers at Manchester United. Also onto the name from Leeds. Onto yeah. I know you're talking about now. But I don't want him.
Well, Gonto, is it the French boy?
Yeah, I don't want. No, not him. The Italian one. He's Italian international.
Who's that?
Lonto, the Leeds winger.
Oh, him, yeah, he's French.
He's not Italian.
No, he's French, isn't he?
People in the comments, I'm sure he's Italian.
Oh, please,
if I'm wrong,
please,
people in the comments, is he Italian or French? He's definitely Italian. He's 100% Italian.
Right, yeah. Oh,
he's definitely.
I do like Hudson-Odoi though, right? I do like Hudson.
I like him. I like him.
I like him at Chelsea.
Wait. Told you he's Italian. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Gary.
All right, rub it in.
Told you he's a full international. People, all it is because Steve's Welsh and they're not doing too great.
My Welsh Wi-Fi told me he was French. I do like Jack. I do like Jack Harrison as well. I do like him as a player.
I like him. When he scored past Forest as well.
He's just one of them, like, he's got an engine on him. He's just one of them busy players. I think sometimes Forest needs that. I don't know whether it could be every time he plays against us he scores or he just plays well. But yeah, I'm trying to think who else now. Hudson-Odoi, I think, is definitely one.
Yeah, Hudson-Odoi, William. will be wingers for me. If Brennan Johnson leaves, you never know. Anything could happen these days.
Yeah.
Definitely the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper is number one priority. I think as well people. I forgot we've got so many people who link with Sarr from Wolves as well. John Percy put it out yesterday. What do you think about Sarr? People in the comments. What do you think about who? Right, let me put a poll. Who would you want, Henderson or Sarr? Who would you want to see before we do go? Because we are over the hour mark.
It's right, Henderson. But one thing I would say for Sarr, he is a bit of a shithouse keeper as well, mind.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the fans do we as Forest fans do like a shithouse as a keeper. We had Samba with Henderson.
Yeah.
But out of the two, I'd go with Henderson.
Henderson for me.
So someone's put in the comments, Sadio Mane, he's going for 20 million. We can get him.
No, I don't know.
Oh, you wouldn't take Mane?
I would. Of course I would. 17 million.
Oh, you would. Bet.
Even though, right. People in the comments, I saw Paul Pogba. Even Juventus would sell him.
No. Wouldn't take him. No.
Why?
No.
People in the comments, would you say Paul Pogba?
No.
We're just having a joke. We don't think it's going to happen, but imagine. Whoa, just Lingard came to Forest and no one expect that. You never know. You never know.
Coming back to Mane, would you take Mane? He was unbelievable at Liverpool. He was probably when he left Liverpool, they struggled. Mane, I'm telling you, Mane is
alongside Tower, wasn't he?
Can you imagine that? Him, Gibbs White, and if we kept Johnson, can you imagine Mane at the four. And
Mane,
or maybe are we getting greedy now? Are we? Then Hudson.
We're getting a bit greedy.
We can have Willian and Hudson-Odoi on the bench just to come
on. You know what? Our problem as a Forest fans, as we know, we brought in 30 players last season. We brought in Jesse. We brought a few players that we thought, join Forest. And you never know with Mr. Marinakis. You never know. He could pull out. He did say he's going to sign a player that is that kind of player. But we've not seen him yet. But you never know. And if you do, we'll be on his channel and talk about it. Because if we do sign William, we'll have a full fan on to talk about him. But you never know. You never know. Right.
Sorry, Ben. Just one quick.
Yeah,
one. Before you go, would you take either Mane or Sancho?
Ooh, people in the comments, get involved. Sancho or Mane? Who? Oh my God. Who would I take?
Mane for me.
Sancho. Sancho. I'll take Sancho. Sorry, Sancho.
Ben, do a poll. Do a poll.
I can't do a poll anymore. It's not working. I can't do it. Let me try and do it on phone. I can't. People in the comments, who would you want? Sancho. Right, I'm gonna go for him. Mohammed says Mane. Gary, I think that's Mane. Gary, sort of spelling that admin. Mark Harrison says Sancho. Jay Don says, or Sancho either would come. Pointless. We're just having a little joke. We're having a little laugh. We know he's not going to come.
Fantasy football.
Fantasy football. And Chris says Sancho. People in the comments, who would you want? Who would you want?
I think Mane's winning at the moment. I think.
It's all lies. A bunch of lies. Bunch of liars. Why is my poll not working? People, come on. Why is my poll not working? Someone's on my poll. I don't know why. Someone on my YouTube channel. I don't know what. Well, again, Gamer says Mane as well. I don't know. It's a bit weird one for that. I don't know. Mane for me. We'll do another poll. Can I do another poll? Oh, that's why. I'm not in the poll. That's why. Right. People in the comments. Surprise, your poll's not working. Guy, go to bed, man. You're always on my neck, man. Go to bed.
Yeah, but hang on, Gary, your spell checker isn't working because you can't spell Mane. You spell
Don't rile them up. Don't rile them up. Oh my God. As well, people, before you go, like I said, that's the new season up. I've been slacking on YouTube, but I will be doing some videos. Stephen has given me some tips, so watch out for some content that'll be coming my way as well. I don't think I'm going PSV because if people in the comments, if Forest don't play, would you still go away? Because I don't drink, so what's no point in me going? Because we went to shout out to Martin Price. I'm not a good drinker, I must say. I'm a bit tipsy, so I just don't think there's no point of me going to PSV just for drinking. There's a bad reputation as well with the Dutch fans, but I'm definitely going Germany. I'm definitely 100% going Germany. I'm going to watch Nottscounty. I'm definitely going to watch Leeds as well. So watch out for the vlogs for them. Watch out for the preview shows, review shows as well. I'm going to do a show on Sunday, talk about the Nottscounty game with my panel. So watch out for that as well. But Steve, before we do, are you excited for the new season to come?
Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. I can't
Bring
wait
it on,
now. What
people.
time's kick off Saturday, Ben? 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
I'm going to try and watch it somehow.
Yeah, if your Wi-Fi works.
Yeah. No, my luck. I'll put on. It'll be last year's friendly, probably. Not this year's. Steve Cooper's rant will be up. Not Alex Maitman, Ly Taylor. Yeah. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Ben. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be another roller coaster, and I think we're in for it was 6 to 8 weeks left of the transfer window.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be absolute chaos.
It's going to be chaos, people. Like I said, there's going to be loads of content on my channel, brand new things as well. I've got another. Watch out for. I've got a special one. All the fans are going to love this, but I'm not going to say what it is. It's a guess. So people in the comments, there's a special thing that's going to happen, and you might enjoy it. So watch out for that as well. Make sure you go and subscribe to my channel. Go and hit the subscribe, hit the like button as well, because I've got something happening soon. So, but I'm not saying anything what it is. Right, Steve, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on my show. Like I said, people, I'll be at the Notts game, and if you do want to come get on the vlog, please come up to me. Like I said, shout out to my friend Tom, who's a Notts County fan. Please go and subscribe to Notts County Talk. It was massive help. Loads of content, people. Pre-season, loads of content will come on my channel. Before we do go, please do help me out and go and subscribe to my channel. Please do hit the like button. It helps my channel a lot. And yeah, I'm so excited for the new season. Right, people. Thank you for everyone for watching. I'm excited. Peace and love. The Forest.